So I'm going to StepAfrika. It's about the migration of African people. I'll have to look up the exact details. Anyway, ASU Gamage, through the group I go to happy hour with and do stuff with sometimes. They got free tickets. You could buy tickets as well, but they had free, like a couple of tickets for free. And I scooped up in there real quick as soon as I saw that posting. So, yeah, going to ASU Gamage. We know I don't. My face is supposedly moisturized. The camera looks moisturized. Okay. Yeah, okay, I kind of see it. My face has been kind of dry lately. I'm using the Fenty grip. I don't know why I can never get it in a first pump. Like, what? I don't know if it's open or not. I have my glasses on, so I don't know if there's like a thing. Look to see if there's a thing about the pump because it's annoying. I'm trying to multitask here. Okay, so there's a notch there. No, that's a notch over there. Is that considered an open or closed notch? Okay, it's doing something. Oh, okay. So when you push down, turn it until, and then keep pushing and whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to that. But yeah, my skin's been dry, like really dry. I guess it's because of winter. But it's been like annoying dry. So I've used Clinique. The Moisture Surge, the serum, was half off during the Love Your Skin event, like the last day and then the bonus day. So I picked that up. And it says use 3 drops, and I'm like, mind you, the box doesn't say anything. I had to look it up on the app to see how much I'm supposed to use. Andrea Renee loves Clinique, loves the Surge. I should just slid her DMs and I just expressed easy this time and asked her how many she'd be using. She probably shows it on camera when she does her videos, and I just haven't been paying attention because it's too damn expensive. I'm just going to go further. That's all I'm doing. It's definitely mattified. I can feel it. But yeah. So going to that. I was out doing a day longer than I had planned on being out, so I didn't get a nap. I did lay down or sit down for like 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I needed to. So sample time. So Too Faced foundation. In 2022, first year of my makeup journey, I did try it, and it was in spiced rum. And I looked up later on, and I might be tiramisu. So we're going to give that a check. It's a medium to full buildable coverage. That's B. This a B? Looks like a B to you. Yeah, and then the other one's another one I have not tried. It's hydrating that I need to try before summer hits. Anyway, so spiced rum. I don't know if that was really my color or not, but supposedly this is my color, my shade. So we're gonna go with that. I'm wearing that dress right there. It's the black velvet. It rained last night. It made me a little bit this morning. So but it's not gonna rain tonight. It's right now 62, and it's just gonna, drop. So I don't know. Is that color? No, my nail looks fine. One fell off. I kept the nail. I just need to glue it back on. I don't know if that's gonna happen in time tonight because I'm going to a baking class tomorrow. And if she doesn't have gloves, I really don't want to have nails. And so I did buy acetone to dip my fingers in. I accidentally got some of it on my fingers. The container didn't stay closed from the store. But it seems to be gone off my nails because they're taking some of the paint off. But it looks fine now. I digress. I'm gonna basically I'm just wearing just like a crop top that I got from Torrid during a Torrid cash sale. So it doesn't start till 7. My plan is to leave at 6. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But it takes like 20 minutes maybe to get there, so it's not really that far. And then parking, I can do better with parking this time. They sent the thing before you go, what you need to know kind of thing. ASU Gamage did, so I'm like, so this time I'm not going to be parking as far and walking, because like I said, it was very well lit on the ASU campus from where I parked, the garage versus where ASU Gamage is. But they said, oh, there's some free spots in these lots. I'm like, those are big lots. And it's not going to be that many people. So I'm like, I'm not worried about not getting some of those spots. I'm like, it'll be fine. Because last time it was fine. I'm like, did I set my eyebrows before? I did my eyebrows this morning. I wasn't going to, but I had a wig on. Which wig was it? It was the Daily 3. When you throw on and go kind of ones. And I was looking, and then I had a beanie on as well. So I was like, I needed eyebrows. Otherwise, I looked kind of like a cancer victim person, because, you know, it's a wig, the beanie, no eyebrows. So I was like, okay. So I roughed out some. So this is left over some of the rough, and then I went back over it recently. The Dark Knight is on. And then the Dark Knight Rises comes on later. I should be home by then. Yeah, I should be home by then. And then in between is a UFC. I like boxing, but I don't like UFC. UFC is a little too brutal for me. But yeah, with this, it has shorts to go with it, which are right there. I ordered them 3X. They didn't have them 3X at that particular store. This is like last weekend. And they might be too big, and I might be a 2X. I should have just tried the 2X when I was in the store. I wanted them kind of loose because they're going to be around the house kind of thing. So this is what it looks like. Should I just put this on my face or do the brush first? We're going to go on the face. So I have one of these because I think it was Sephora or whatever. One time, somehow, this ended up in my stuff. So with my sample, not this sample, but a sample a while ago, it's probably too much. So we're going to stop. Let's wipe that off there. And so I use it for this occasion, just when I have nails, because obviously I can't be digging my fingers all up in there. So that's the other thing. I hope it's a hamastashen class. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So we're making hamastashen and dough. Usually she has gloves supplied after the first class, because you know they asked for. So she's like, "Let me recommendations or suggestions," and I was like, "Gloves." Just to say, touching your phone, touching other things, and then making a dough. Luckily, hopefully it's, you know, your family household that you gave it to. So, okay. I don't know if that's reddish. Does it look red? Let's see if that looks dark or not. The spiced rum, I think, is the one before this. And because, of course, I'm not looking at my chest. Let's see. Might be a little dark. I was going to wear a wig, but then the stress of the wig I wanted to wear, I'm like, yeah, it's not happening. Because, ironically, because I was like, I'd have to figure out my schedule for sleeping and doing everything else. So I didn't take a shower till I got back from running my errands. Because I was like, oh, shower, then a nap, and that nap didn't happen. This matches my neck, otherwise it might be a little bit dark. And I'm looking from there. Did I swatch this in the store? I think I swatched it on my wrist. Yeah, because I had gotten a facial, and you can't put makeup on for 24 hours, so I did not. I'm going to... So I didn't swatch on my face. Which you know, my wrist doesn't necessarily match or what have you. So let me just stand up. So we see it's like that. It's a little dark, but it's summer shade. I'm looking at it. It's my shade, but it's like summer shade. So y'all see it. Try not to get makeup on this shirt, even though it's okay because this is my around the house shirt. But because my chest will be out in that dress, trying to trace of makeup off of it. Okay. Summer shade. Yeah. Otherwise, and this is definitely my summer shade. And it's drying down already. I think it said it's not transferable, but of course that's when it's dry. I don't know if it's dry enough. Oh, okay. So I gave it time to dry down. Hopefully the concealer I'm using. This is I think this is a neutral. Or is it a warm? I can't see right now. Whatever I wrote down. Let's see here. Warm. So this is supposed to be a warm concealer that can go with it. You're supposed to match the shades, what have you. So we'll see if this should balance it out. I'm like, why does it feel like that dried down already? I'll just put it there. But yeah, I was at Sephora today, and because the Ami Collet is finally half off, and I'm like, she's closing up shop last year, so I was like, expected them to do a sale, you know, not that long afterwards. And another test for how dark it is if I can see this, because I'm not buying. This lasts me a long time. I'm not buying another one in a different shade. So I can see this, so I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, so I saw on the app that her stuff was half off. A lot of stuff was like, okay, we only have like 2 shades left or something. You go in the store, it's a whole nother deal. So that's why I was like, okay, I want to go. I was gonna go last night, but it was cold and I didn't want to move my car because I had a good parking spot. And so I went today running errands, and yeah, everything's half off. Of course, everything's not in store. Concealers aren't in store. And so I spent a good maybe 15-20 minutes watching the skin tints. So I think normally they're like, I don't know how much they are normally, but I half off obviously. So I have to blend that out first. So yeah, I was like, what? You know, it took y'all a while to put this half off. And I looked at the foundation sticks and I was like, you know what? I have minted. I do not need another foundation stick. Not just foundation, but foundation stick. Because you're probably like, what happened to that Color Pop? Yeah. The Color Pop I still have, but obviously y'all never see me use it. So that's why I was like, I don't need another foundation stick that I'm not going to use. Or that I don't need to use because I have the one I have. You see how long my hair's gotten, so that's why I was like, wig. And so my gray is generally here. Maybe, yeah, it's generally here. And then the back, as it grows out on my neck, it always right there. My mother's always talking about getting that trimmed off. I don't know if it's there now, it probably is. That's where my gray is right there. So that's usually a sign that when I need to cut my hair is when I can see all of it right there. But yeah, so, and then I swatched one of her other multi-sticks because I have the one in spice or plum. And they had one flame, which is orange. And I was like, I put it on my hand and I kind of blended it out. I'm like, oh, that's nice. So also half off. So yeah. So I was like, let me get in on this because I've been watching that. It's on an end cap, but in the back, it depends on what Sephora you're at. But it's always on an end cap. And so I was like, okay. I was the only one there. I'm only buying. Of course, all the lip glosses aren't there, what have you. And I should have had them open the drawer, but like, what else you have in there? But yeah, so I was swatching between 2 different skin tints, and then finally, because there were a lot of associates in there today, and I was just like, kept asking me, I'm like, I don't need any help. And finally, I saw the black girl that I know, that I haven't seen in a while, maybe because she just has been working that day. And I was waiting to catch her eye because all these people kept trying to help me. And I know this one girl's probably salty because I know she, like I said, a bunch of people kept asking if I needed help. And I was like, no, I'm good. And so I finally caught the black girl's eye, and I was like, so she came over. Because it's not, they should be able to swatch and be able to tell a color is good on everybody, no matter what ethnicity you are. But other than, I remember this Mexican guy, or Puerto Rican, maybe, in Ulta. He did a great job color matching me. But I haven't always had a good experience with the non-colored people or non-black people. So I'm like, okay. So I'm not always willing to have. And then with this particular black product, I was like, yeah, let me talk to her. Mind you, this is the same girl that when the Fenty perfume came out, I was like, your honest opinion, what do you think about this? She goes, yeah, no. I was like, thank you. Did I buy it? No. Like, I have the mist. It's over there somewhere. But that came out later. But yeah, I value her opinion, obviously. And I know she's younger than me, but I value her opinion. Not to say that every black person in makeup knows what they're talking about, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. You other people. There's another guy who had told me something and it was a bad swatch. I'm like, I avoided that dude like the plague. So, and even sometimes they'll ask you, did anybody help you? And I was like, yeah, the black young lady. And he's like, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Because I'm like, there's only one. And he kind of smiled. He's like, yeah, he's like, today, yeah. I'm thinking, what other day? Actually, I have seen other black women in there, but it was not, I haven't seen them in a while. I hadn't seen her in a while. I'm like, so, yeah, but he knew exactly who I was talking about. Versus the other people, I'm like, I don't know the people's names. A lot of them I don't know the names. And there's a really tall black guy. I would know who he is. But like I said, the other ones, I'm like, if you're not tall or something is distinct about you, I'm like, I could not be able to tell you who helped me because it's not like I'm going to ask them the names. Like the lady who knows me, every time I'm going, I have no idea what her name is. But every time I'm in there, usually. I haven't been in there in a while. I haven't bought makeup in a while. And so literally, like I said, I went there for that sale. And the thing is, unfortunately, while I was in that sale, I was looking on Facebook. A friend of mine who I've known, I want to say since elementary school, but I swear I have a picture of us in preschool. But I never got around to asking him if that was him. I think it's him, but I'm like, I never got around the chance to ask him. The reason I say this is because my friend passed away, apparently yesterday. And so people were posting about him. It's like, what? So I was like, okay, Ken, I've known this person since I was little. I'm trying to blend the edges here. And usually when he's in my hometown or whatever, I'm like, I'm not in town. So we always miss each other. And I'm sure he's flying through Phoenix, but I'm like, we haven't gotten together. We almost got together once, but we have not. Okay, this dries down fast when I'm looking at this. So yeah, if you use the Lancôme, it dries down kind of fast. Y'all saw that. So, but yeah, so I was like, okay. So I put it away because I was going to delve into it later. Because I was like, what? To look to see on his page, comments, whatever, that he and did pass away. Because the person who posted, I was like, y'all really friends still? And then she had posted later, I read it in the comment, and I was like, mentioning how they had, maybe there was a falling out at some point. I'm like, okay. And the thing is, how she was kind of in high school, I could see it happening. So I was just like, okay. Yeah, we just never got around to actually hanging out. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm not saying you always think, you know, you have, you know, all this time, but it's like, okay. Because I definitely knew him from elementary school. And I swear that picture that I have is him. Trying to, because I realize how much I don't use that concealer a lot. I keep trying to not buy concealer because I keep buying more concealer. I'm like, so I'm looking for the perfect concealer that I can wear just under my eyes and doesn't look crazy. So I don't care what anybody says, like all of them, like some people, if you just see it and it looks crazy, literally just under my eyes and nothing else, leave the house kind of thing. And most of it, I can't do that. I have to, if I put it on, I notice it later. So I'm kind of on the hunt for that. And so that's why I keep buying concealer. So if they had Armie Collet concealer in the store, I probably would have bought that as well. That's me jumping back. But yeah, I'm just like, damn. So I don't know if they're gonna do a service in the state. Because he's living in California now. He used to live in Chicago, and at one point he's living in New York. Because we always talking about me coming to visit when he was in Chicago or New York, and I'm like, he kept moving. So I'm like, like he kept moving. It's like, so stop moving. This is the contour right there, because I know, like I said, the concealer. Okay, I'm gonna go in with blush. Juvia's Place. A lot of this stuff is Juvia's Place. Eyes, bronzer, blush. Okay, not that much, but I use a lot of Juvia's Place. This is, I think it's Terracotta. Yep, bright letters says Terracotta. So I'm gonna go in, and then I'm going on my hand because, and I probably did not need to go in, obviously, as much as I did. So, whoop. So it's good that I patted all that off. Because the thing about other people complain about Juvia's Place, it's too much or whatever. Juvia's Place is very pigmented, as you see, and you got to go. A little goes a long way. Basically, a lot of black owned products are like that, and so they complain about it. It's like it wasn't really made for non-melanated people can wear it and buy it and everything like that. But it's, I don't want to say it's like FUBU, but it's, I don't want to say for us by us, but like I said, non-melanated people, because they do have colors that are not shades. They're inclusive. But again, you have to know a little goes a long way. Like, this is still a lot. So I'm definitely going to wipe this off here before I touch anything. So yeah, it's still sinking in that he passed away. And I'm like, where? Yeah. I was like, what? So I don't want it to seem like I'm callous or whatever, but I'm like, distraction. And then, like, what? It hasn't really sunk in, I guess you could say. Okay. And I wanted to wear a lot of, like, black-owned stuff as well. I know I could have did the foundation, what have you, but I saw the Too Faced, knowing that my shade is probably a different shade is why I wanted to try that out. But I'm trying to do colors otherwise because StepAfrika and colors. It's they're known to be, you know, when you think of the colors of Africa, are rich and bright and everything like that. I have a million of these. For some reason, the ones that I usually keep on my desk, I could not find other than the one dirty one. And so I had to go find my other stash that I ordered from Amazon sometime. I wouldn't say last year, I'd say 2024. But I had a bunch of them, so that's why. It's like, okay. I'm trying to think. A new powder. Huda Beauty came out with a new powder. Oh, I think I discussed that last time. I need to blend that out. I have to see if my mother remembers him, because she used to remember him, because she had taken me over to his house once, and then he wasn't home, and she remembered that for a long time. But she's older now, so she probably doesn't remember that anymore. But yeah, yeah. Because I talked to her yesterday, so maybe if I talk to her tomorrow. Because I was like making sure her heat was working, since it's supposed to be colder in my hometown, county, than it is uh, in Phoenix. Even though, it's cold up here, rainy, what have you, but I think colder there. Why is everything so harsh right now? I'm like, blend. I'm like, I warmed it up. I'm using this as a countdown towards the UFC fight, which is also, oh, yeah, I gotta leave soon. I should have been gone by now. Okay, so let's speed this up. I need to get music so I can do speed whatever without not having that sound. So I did watch a video sometime this week, and this lady had no sound whatsoever, and I'm like, 8 minutes. I watched the whole video, but still, I was like, there's no sound on this video. My nose is kind of leaking out. I wonder if it's because of the wig, because sometimes when I wear the wig, and I do see this, I'm just waiting to brush that off. The wig, I'm using the same brush. I'm gonna pat that off on the tissue. We're going to go back and forth. Again, Juvia's Place, Volume 1. Yeah. Okay, let's do everywhere, and then under. I don't know what's left on here. This is from last week. I washed some of my brushes. I didn't wash them all, because I was like, okay. Even though I'm not really going a lot of places this week. I am, but they don't require makeup. Maybe my eyebrows, no wig. Because I'm trying to tame this down, because I do see how bright that looks. So, like, without a wig to hide some of that. But yeah, Sinners, 16 Oscar nominations. And even though that's great, doesn't mean they're going to win 16. Even though it's a great movie and it deserves that. It deserves that. But we know how these organizations can be sometimes. Like, oh yeah, record and then possibly not win anything. Maybe you'll do screenplay, music. To me, it probably won't do the original song. I lied to you because of that K-pop song. Even I know that song, so I'm like, that's a catchy song, if even I know that song. And I've never watched that Demon Hunter or whatever thing. Let me go into my eye real quick. So, yeah, it's probably not going to win that. The berries is what we're using. Let's go to that one. Because they were saying how Michael was supposed to win for like best actor, and Timothy got it. And people were like, that movie barely made any money, but he got it. Yeah. So we'll see about that. My face is very drenched. I really think my face is gonna be darker than, yeah. While we're waiting for this to dry, let's do lips. I might not do the eyeliner, and I need to do mascara. I might not do the black eyeliner I was gonna do. This is Urban Cafe, NYX, NYX. And again, I can't do my eyes until. And then Central Park, Makeup by Mario. Because of the eyes, how that is, I wanted just a brown, something that doesn't, yeah. Kind of nails. Okay, that's mostly dry. Like I said, my face is definitely darker. I was trying to make it lighter. And of course, this is all right now. Me looking in the camera would be totally different. Didn't mean to do that wing. What must have happened when I was blinking? And all I did was add a little bit more at the end, and then just versus trying to. I keep forgetting how this smudger. I think it's because the way my right there, it's always wet. That's my wing never lasts right there. So I'll come home later. It is smudging because usually I don't see anything on here. So I'll come home and it's not there in that little space. That's mascara. This isn't that old, so I don't know. Okay. And I have not decided on earrings, which I should have did while I was in the shower. Decided. See, I was kind of toned down a little. Well, I look at the camera, it doesn't look toned down, but it is. The blush is what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me change. It's a velvet dress, earrings. So the eyes are popping. I was going to do something Africanish, or what's my these kind of goes with the eyes, but it's a little much. Let's go with the black ones again. Simple pearls. Okay, let's do this one. That one went in easily. But yeah, I haven't really been hanging out with anybody to be like, and I'm not really close to have a type of relationship with anybody to be like, close emergency or go shopping with me. I've always been kind of tomboyish, but you know, I have female friends and everything, but they're busy with their own lives, so I was like, yeah, I just don't have. And then my one friend, he doesn't like shopping, so it's not like he's gonna go with me. But I was like, I need you to come over and tell me how this looks, or whatever. But sometimes picture does not say everything. Okay, again, my face looks. I think it's kind of lit. It's a mixture of my neck and my chest. We're using Trades of Brit, and I'm just going to very little. So I don't be buying all those expensive stuff by brands to make me all glowy and everything. It's local. And usually it's just sunscreen. Okay, so this is my look. So I am off to go see StepAfrika.